Just the fuck up, Craig.
Fuck you, Craig.
Guys,
Ain't says shit.
I realized something.
What did you
I,
realize?
I've I've
Inner
made a
peace?
realization about my life,
Oh, and
and
what is that?
I know you guys aren't gonna believe this. It's gonna sound unreasonable for me to say this, but I believe it's true.
Oh, Lord.
I'm too fat.
No shit, bitch.
I'm too fat. It's becoming a real problem.
How much do
And
you
it's
weigh?
not the health, like 400 pounds. Not even the
Ooh.
health issues. I haven't even noticed a lot of that yet. Although there is a mysterious pain in my right foot, and that gives me anxiety, considering what I've heard about the fate of diabetic people. Uh, and but the real problem, the thing that's really making me realize that a change needs to be made, is I just can't do chairs. Every chair just breaks. I can't stop it. It's awful. And now I'm in a position where I used to have multiple chairs in this room. I only have one. And at this point it's like this cushion chair. It's not a recliner, but it's like cushioned and it's got like stuff going on in under the cushion. The cloth that has blocked that metal framework has ripped at this point, and all the metal is like bent and fucked up. So basically, this is just a cushion suspended by bent, fucked up metal, and it's gonna give way soon, and then I'm just gonna be fucked.
Looks like you
I've
need to
broken
do
every
some.
bed I've owned.
Looks like you need to do some sit-ups or something, or like well, like okay, I don't mean to sound insulting when I say that, but like
Yeah,
do some
fatso. Go
sit-ups.
to some
Yeah, you
Yeah,
go to some
fat
sit-ups,
fatty.
fuck. Go do
fatty.
some
Fat fuck.
exercise.
That's actually not the worst idea. I mean, like, I'm going to be honest with you. You did kind of lay out the problem in crystal clear terms here. So perhaps the solution really is sit-ups. More salads. And green, leafy green, not bullshit
Here's the thing,
iceberg.
okay?
You're going to have to do that
No,
because,
no, no,
like,
no, no, no,
the
no. Hold on,
universe and your furniture are telling
hold
you,
on,
sending you a message here.
hold on.
Okay.
I do like healthy food. I'm into healthy food, not into raw vegetables, but that's just a weird thing. You cook them, I'm cool with them. But healthy food's more expensive than the cheap,
No, it's no, no,
the
no,
unhealthy
Riley,
food.
Riley. It's not healthy
Yes.
food. You need a calorie deficit. That's it. That's all you
Yeah.
need. You just need a calorie deficit. Figure out how
Like,
many, figure out your BMI, and then just eat less calories than you use just sitting. Like you can
Uh,
literally just eat less, and you'll lose weight. You don't even
but
have to
I'm a hungry
exercise.
boy.
well, you're gonna have to like tell your stomach,
You
you're
just
going
don't
to
eat.
yeah, you're going to have to tell your tubby ass stomach, no stomach, willpower.
Everyone's
And
like,
like,
"Oh, you should go on this like big workout regimen and blah blah blah." And it's like, yeah, you can like work out if you want, but that's like a fairly new age thing. Like, you don't have to work out. You could just do a calorie deficit.
like
Just
you can do calorie deficit, and plus you can also like go to your like doors, the molding around your door or whatever. Just put both hands on both sides of your door, get at an angle, and just do like push-ups like that, get your blood flowing. Like do like some like standing high knees and shit. Like, there's like a million ways you can solve your chair deficit, as so to speak. We'll use nice terms now to talk about your weight. But yeah, you could think about doing that. That might be good.
Yeah, it's a real problem. I think I started to realize it around the time I was very confident. I stole a chair from the kitchen, intending for it to be a temporary solution, but like we all know how temporary solution goes. When you're stupid and don't know how to spend money, you never
Right.
get around to actually buying that chair. So I had this kitchen chair in my room for a couple months, and it was made of metal. The framework was all metal. I thought I was gonna be fine.
Ooh.
And then one day, literally while we were recording the issue crew, I don't remember if you were there, but I did bring attention to it after it happened. I fucking was just sitting there, and suddenly I like heard a noise and felt myself shift a little bit, and I was kind of like, "What the fuck?" And then the whole chair collapsed, and I fell.
Yeah. You might be past the recommended factory weight limit,
Yeah,
so to speak.
well
Oh,
past.
these yeah, pass. You might have to do the sit ups and the calorie deficit thing.
Another thing that led to my realization that I'm too fat is a fun fact. I weigh more than Nikocado Avocado.
Oh dear lord.
oh
Oh
no.
oh yeah, dude. I would be doing panic sit ups and push
Wait,
ups
how much
right
does he
now.
weigh?
He only weighs like 360 or something.
No way, no shot.
It's true.
Dude, he looks a fuck of a lot bigger than 360.
I don't believe you.
If you look up Nikocado avocado weight, it is really only like 300 something.
This is propaganda.
Yes, this is the pro fat, the big fat.
A big
fucking
fat.
yeah, big fat in the government, like taking tampering down and spreading disinfo and such
Because
things.
I weigh about 300 pounds. I don't look anything like this dude. Like, this dude's got to be like 500. There's no shot.
How much do you weigh, Mo?
Oh, 3 something, but I'm also like
Yeah.
fucking huge. So
Fair. You're a big man.
I'm still like in my mind, in my body's mind, it's still a fucking defensive lineman from high school.
I'm
Now,
somewhere in the
that,
range
that,
of like
that might be
325 to
slightly copium,
275.
but like I'll take your word for it.
Okay, hold on, Robin. What did you say?
Oh, I said I'm somewhere in the range of like 325 to like 275, somewhere in that range.
All right, okay. Maybe first off, fuck you, Riely. It's not copium. I'll explain that in a second. Secondly, that's it. The MoCast is officially
loss
too
challenge?
fat. We
The
need to do
MoCast weight loss
I
challenge?
think we need to do a real MoCast weight loss challenge.
I would have to buy a fucking scale that can weigh me. For all I know, I weigh more than I think. I haven't been able to take my weight in years. But
Yeah, I
like,
haven't weighed in a bit.
I'm fine with not knowing how much I weigh right now and like weighing myself like a couple of months from now.
but the thing is,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. My ego cannot handle the truth of my weight, so I'm just gonna skip that part and just pretend that I only weigh 300 and just go from there.
I cared about
last
it more when I
time-
was younger. I don't care about it as much now.
the last time I had access to my weight was like 3 years ago, and every time I checked it, it like fluctuated like within like 30 points. Like it was always between 380 and 410, and it just like fluctuated from there. So I'm like, and I don't think I've gotten noticeably bigger since then. So hopefully it's just like, I don't think I've lost anything, but it's probably the same case. I'm probably somewhere between 380 and 410.
How tall are you though?
6'3".
Okay.
Okay, you know what? Let's continue this after the intro. All right. So I have something to say about this.
Sounds good.
Okay, a 1, a 2, a skiddly diddly do. Hey everybody, welcome to the MoCast. I'm
Nope,
your host,
do it
Mo.
again.
What is this bit? Oh my god.
Oh come on, that was funny. It was gonna be
You're
the
fired.
Fatcast for a second. I'm fucking fired.
No,
Ah,
Mo Diggity isn't fired. Whoever that last guy
No.
was is fired. The fat guy.
oh, okay,
He's
Fat
fired.
Diggity, Fat Diggity.
Fat Diggity's fired.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire him like Trump. Okay, you're fired. Okay, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the MoCast. I'm your host, Mo Diggity, and joining me today are our two usual co-hosts. Say what's up to Riely. What's up, Riely?
I'll send just the usual co-host. Nothing special about me. Just like the usual suspect.
I am trying to power through this so before I forget my points. Okay,
Fair,
so you
fair,
say
fair.
hi to everyone right now,
Hi,
Riely.
hi everyone.
Okay, and say what's up to Robin. Say what's up, Robin.
Hi, I'm the point that Mo has definitely forgotten at this point.
No, I'm not. No. Okay, look. First off, it's not copium. Okay, like I really do like.
How tall are you, Mo?
I'm 6 foot.
That's it?
What the fuck do you mean that's it? I'm not a manlet. Okay. All right. I like
The shortest member of the MoCast.
Well, how fucking tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
No fucking way. You are not taller than me.
I got an inch on you, brother.
God damn.
Let's go.
Oh, that angers me so much.
The
Fucking
shortest member of the MoCast.
This episode's called Moenlet.
Moenlet?
That's the name.
Fuck you. All right, fuck your mother and fuck your face, okay? All right, I'm not a fucking manlet. I'm not a molet.
What's your
All
weight?
right?
What's your weight, Mo?
Like probably about like 330, 340.
Okay.
No, not okay. That's still pretty bad. And I should do better. I should hashtag be better. But I'm not. But it's really not copium because like I walk a ton, right? Like I always try to make it a point to at least walk to the fucking store like once or twice a day, just to pick up a stupid water or something that I actually need or something, right?
Yep, I've been
I
trying to do
always
that.
try.
I've been going up and like walking and going and grabbing a scratchy or something, you know.
Yeah, like it just make an excuse. Get a fucking Diet Coke. Get a fucking scratcher.
Yeah, get
Get
a
fucking
scratcher and a
anything.
Fiji water or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, get some Fiji water. Oh man, one of my favorite VR chat. Oh fuck, I just had her fucking name on. Well, anyway, yeah, she did a really great bit about Fiji water. Like, look up Fiji water VR chat.
What an
It's a British
amazing
woman. She's
segue,
great.
Mo, that you didn't
Is
even know
Fiji
about.
water good?
I bought an or
Overrated.
sorry, it's not an Oculus anymore. I bought a Meta Quest 2. I have a VR headset,
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
so we
Is
can
it
fuck
working?
around in VR now. Yeah, it works.
Nice. I'm totally down for VR chat. Moside gaming. Fucking the MoCast and VR chat. That'd be fucking awesome.
The MoCast versus VR chat.
And just to be fair, we'll even do it with fucking Meta, even though no one's doing it Meta. I do want to see what the big deal is because
Well,
some
like the
people are super hyped.
metaverse instead of VR chat.
No, we'll do both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just to contrast and compare.
Well, I don't have a VR headset, so you two can have
You
fun
can
with the
Oh, you
you can
can
metaverse.
do
join
a
VR chat.
desktop.
You can do VR chat desktop.
I can do VR chat with you guys. I'm saying I can't do the metaverse, so you guys have fun with the
No,
metaverse, but I'll do
Oh, they
VR
don't
chat
have.
with you.
Oh, they don't have a desktop option.
I'm fairly sure
I
you
have
need
no idea.
a
I
meta
haven't done
headset to do a
any. The
metaverse.
only metaverse shit I've done is like the gambling stuff, like the casinos.
That
What the
shit's
hell?
real.
Yeah, it's like PokerStars VR,
Nice.
and it's affiliated with Meta, I think.
Yeah.
Do you have to like walk into a casino in the metaverse and then play the game?
Um, sort of. It's a lot of. It says 18 plus, and then there's a lot of little kids.
Oh God, always.
Very funny. And then there's like cigarette items and shit like that.
Oh, that's so funny. I like that.
Yeah, so everyone's just like got cigarettes and fucking beer and shit.
Nice. But before we veer off the central topic that we were just talking about, yeah,
We're all
fucking
fat.
yeah, we're all fat and we're not getting any younger. So we got to do
Speak for
a.
yourself.
Oh, okay. Are you reversing in age right now?
Yeah, I'm
Second
gonna
oldest
Benjamin Button
member.
myself.
You are not going to Benjamin, but I want to Benjamin, but myself. Like it would be funny to die as like I
A
don't know,
baby.
like a teen or something. Like, oh my god, he was 13, had so much light, you just fuck everyone's mind. Then, like a year later, the truth comes out about like my Benjamin Buttoniness.
Yeah,
Supposedly, that's
so
supposed to be a real thing.
yeah, I've heard of it. People aging backwards a little bit sometimes, but if we do want to do a MoCast weight loss challenge, we can. We all have to get hands on fucking scales that work though, so we know where we're starting and can track our progress.
I actually really like that idea. We can even do jazzercise. Like in the movie, in
Oh
the How the
god.
Grinch Stole Christmas, starring Jim Carrey. Which I think.
Can we get a goal on the MoCast Productions Patreon for a Mo Diggity jazzercise instructional video?
Okay, straight up, I would totally do if we made like $50. I would fucking say, yeah. I'll fucking, I'll do a jazzercise workout
Yeah, but once
video.
I get on hormones, when I want to be like cheating.
Yeah, but we're just having fun. It's okay. It's okay if you win because of your hormones. I'm not gonna be that upset. But fuck, what was I gonna say? Well, oh yeah, folks, this is printed. Even if Mo Diggity forgets to update his stretch goals, remember, folks, if you go to patreon.com/Moside Productions, is that the one?
Is that the one?
If it's
Uh,
not, Demi will put the right one on top of that. I'm sure.
yes. Let's see what's in the link tree. Uh, oh, I don't fucking have it. Where is my shit? You know what? It doesn't matter. It
You
doesn't matter.
did
We'll put it
republish
in
your
the.
Patreon recently, right? That is up.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh yeah, patreon.com/Moside Gaming.
Moside
That's
Gaming. Okay,
yes,
so
Moside Gaming.
patreon.com/Moside Gaming, you'll get the if we get to $50, you'll get the Mo Jazzercise instructional video.
Yes, and I never really pimp out the Patreon too much, but we have three levels. All right, you have the dollar level, which is the Tuscan Raider level. This is great if you just want to throw a buck and you want to be a Tuscan Raider. You're just going "Arr, arr," and shit. And there's just Star Wars themed shit. I'm sort of embarrassed myself just like saying that out loud. So I'm just gonna forget and move on past this part because that's embarrassing. Everything I do, I swear, I'm just embarrassed myself. Like I gotta make a new account because I don't think Antifa the Hut, uh, is going to be like integral to my fucking Twitter presence here on this fucking platform.
Where the fuck is the amnesty? Where's Moside Gaming
I'm
42? We
waiting.
needed
I'm
that.
waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. They gave me that email. I'm just waiting for Moside. Like I'm probably later on tonight just going to make Moside
Oh,
Gaming
did you guys
69
realize
or
that Big Papa Elon lied to you guys?
no, it's still happening
He's
apparently
been
according.
reinstating a lot of people, but I guess it's just he's doing it on an individual
He's
basis
only doing
instead
it
of
to his
all at
friends.
once.
Well,
Yeah,
hopefully
but
he'll
because
be.
I think Apple was like threatening to take the whole app down if they just like generally were like everybody's
No, he went
unbanned,
to
have
Apple
fun.
HQ and he was like, it's a miscommunication, aka he made that shit up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Apple seemed to really cut pretty hard to him though. It only took like one visit.
No, it seems like what happened is Elon went on Twitter and was like, Apple's fucking us over, and Apple was like, what the fuck are you talking about? We're not doing anything.
Well, I know that they have the EU. They're having the EU problem right now. EU's like sticking its nose in Twitter's fucking business, and that pisses me off.
Well,
But
yeah,
I
because
don't like the
they're
EU.
like
So
letting Nazis back on Twitter.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Nazis have kind of always been on Twitter, but now they're pretending that they care now. I mean, they never really like cared too much in the past, but
Well,
whatever.
usually there's the
It's
endless
Twitter.
cycle of the Nazis on Twitter for a while. He gets banned for a while, then he comes back with an alt for a while, and then he gets banned for a while. And they've stopped doing that part where they ban him for a couple months at a time, and people aren't happy.
Well, it's been like that since like Twitter's inception. I mean, I've been through like 19 freaking accounts, and I'm
Stop
not a
being so
Nazi.
unhinged on Twitter.com.
Well, I wouldn't be so fucking unhinged if people wouldn't say stupid shit. The worst is like, when everyone's like, did you know that Elon Musk could go to jail because he violated this law and Biden's gonna get him? And they're like, dude, you are the most mentally ill of mentally ill fucking people. If you honestly think Elon Musk has done anything remotely close to fucking jail worthy, you
Did you
fucking
see
moron.
Trump wants to get rid of the First Amendment?
No, yeah, I've seen that. It's really fucking stupid. Like Trump can fuck off with that fucking nonsense.
He wants
I
the
mean,
First
really.
Amendment gone because Twitter was censoring Hunter Biden. Because literally, who the fuck cares about Hunter Biden? Who?
Well,
You
it's
could
Nobody.
kind of care a little bit about Hunter Biden and his
well,
14-year-old niece giving him a foot job on video on his
Nobody
laptop.
gives a
that is
fuck.
well, maybe we shouldn't really focus on the people who don't give a fuck. I mean, really, their opinion's sort of irrelevant at that
Like,
point.
if he gets arrested, he
I'm
gets arrested. That's fine. It's not like
yeah, I
some
hope
huge
so.
fucking presidential scandal. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. He's some fucking dude. I know nothing about fucking Hunter Biden.
Well, yeah, but why do you care? Why do you care about Trump's freaking taxes?
No?
Well, everyone else, the people who say that they don't care about fucking Hunter Biden's laptop, they seem to care a lot about Trump's fucking taxes. So if we got to
I don't
pretend
give
to
a shit.
care about,
I don't give a
if
shit about any of that shit.
well, it seems like everyone else does. Like honestly, if we, if we have to pretend to care about one thing, we should at least try to pretend, to care about the other thing. Him potentially
The
fucking
reason the
underage
reason
girls.
why the
That's
reason why
gross.
Hunter Biden's shit wasn't posted on Twitter is because like it's revenge porn that's illegal to post online. Like
Yeah, but the admittance that that's revenge porn means that that's a real thing, and he should totally go to jail
It
for
should
that.
be reported that it's real and he should go to jail, but it shouldn't be posted on Twitter because it's literally child porn.
Yeah,
But
that
like,
is a good idea, but really, he should be in fucking handcuffs. And of course, he's rich, and the rich always buy their own justice. That's happened like 100 fucking times. Look at Cosby, and eventually, I bet you 100 fucking bucks. Look at fucking Weinstein. I
there
bet
was like
he'll
that
find a
clip all the
way.
time. I remember the Republicans were like throwing that clip around of Biden, like Joe Biden, like talking to his son, like "I love you, you need to get help," and blah blah blah. And they're like, "Oh my god, we got him, we got Joe," and it's like he's a fucking dad trying to help his kid, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
it's so
not the
scummy
strong.
nowadays that there's like no people cannot respect like having love for a family member if they've done something bad. Like, yeah, allegedly, if Hunter Biden's a pedophile, I guess we don't know it for sure yet. It's still alleged. But a lot of people nowadays it's just like, yeah, just kill him. But like, it's his dad, man. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I mean,
gotta.
and we have no context to what the conversation was or anything like that. So it could literally be anything. Like
I know
the
literally nothing about Hunter Biden. Just putting that out there, but like, it's just a dad and his kid. Like,
Yeah, I totally understand that. It's like the right is absolutely terrible at sealing the fucking deal. Like they're doing what the Democrats did back in like the early 2000s, where they would snatch defeat out of the jaws of victory, or snatch a bad point in the jaws of making a really great one. Like at any point in time, they're just fucking awful at like sort of closing the fucking deal and doing their job. Of course, like the idea is uh they're all in it together and this is all a fucking sham, which is something I'm more than
the
likely.
Republicans just always like hyper fixate on like some weird thing, like fucking
Mhm.
Hillary's emails. Like, who fucking cares about Hillary's emails? Like, yeah, she shouldn't have had a personal email, but like, there wasn't anything fucking in there.
Yeah,
There was like nothing.
it really sucks that, well, I was personally appalled by that just because like a figure of state doesn't really exercise good cyber fucking security. So
No, but like
it's
overall, it was a
you know
nothing burger. But everyone was like, "We need the emails. You get the emails, all the emails," and then the fucking harassing businesses and like the fucking like Pizzagate and shit like that.
yeah, that was fucking stupid.
What's going on
um
at that fucking Comet Ping Pong Pizza? What's going on over there?
People are serving pizza. That's what's fucking happening at Comet Pizza.
I
They're
don't
like
know.
the
They're pretty
crazy.
guarded about that back room. What's in there?
Oh, I fucking pizza supplies. That's what I
Cheese,
think.
yeah.
Just show me the
Cheese,
cheese. Show me the
pepperoni.
cheese, Comet Ping Pong Pizza. Show it to
Hashtag
me.
hashtag exposed. Oh man, like all this shit's like really funny until it like really gets legs and people get like Comet Pizza,
How
Pissgate,
many calls do you
Russiagate.
think Comet Ping Pong Pizza gets a day about them having a secret pedophile
I don't
ring?
know about anymore.
Probably no, maybe one or two, maybe every few days or something, or
That's
when
what I'm
it's in
saying.
the
Like, it's
news for
got to be
some
pretty
reason. But
common. Not like multiple times a day. They're not talking about it that much. But the fact that this fucking conspiracy theory exists that is so prominent, they have to get at least like one call a week, being like, "Yo, there's
possibly,
some kids over there getting pedophiled."
yeah, like I would imagine that they probably had to have changed their phone number at least a few times.
This country's fucking scary, man.
Oh yeah, this country has been
Can I
falling
get a
apart.
large pepperoni and the 8-year-old girl? You got that over there, right? At
Sir,
Pizza Ping
no, for the
Pong
last
Comet
time, this is
Pizza.
a pizza joint. All right, this is not Epstein Island, sir. This is a pizza joint. Go away.
I was like, just before this podcast, I was talking to a friend, and I was like, man, it's fucking spooky living in this country right now.
Yeah, it is, and I think it's going to get worse and worse and worse because with Ye and his fucking crazy bullshit that happened this week.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Yay, what a
Like, dude.
guy.
Okay, so we talked extensively about that shit last week, and no fucking way that it would get crazier, right? Like walking off a Timcast and all that shit, and then or no, wait, what was that? What was
He's
Timcast last week and Alex
yeah,
Jones this week?
yep.
Okay, yeah. Didn't think it could get fucking crazier looking at fucking Alex Jones's face going, I don't know what to do in this situation. Like, cause you got two fucking nut jobs, but one is obviously nuttier than the other one. Like fucking Nick Fuentes is just sitting there
We have
smiling,
half the
laughing his
country
ass off.
mask off
Yo,
anti-Semitic now.
yeah. Dude, it's fucking so
It's
bad. It's
fucking
gonna get worse
wild.
to worse. And the fascism from the other side is getting worse and worse too. Like there's people who are like, well, we need to just simply start jailing these fucking supporters. Like, what the fuck? No. And then the other side's like, well, I think Nazis are okay. And I'm like, no, fuck. Like, dude, we might have to talk about what our bug out plan is.
Yeah, it's getting bad.
Yeah, like
Because
I
now we've
don't
got
care. I'm
two
fine.
large like yeah, the Jews are under attack and the fucking trans people are under attack, and we're like, this is getting spooky. Like,
Yeah, and if Kamala Harris for some reason or another gets in charge, now we have a fucking cop who will probably destroy all the positive forward momentum from the marijuana movement. Probably fucking strike up harsher laws against stuff like this again. Like we're looking at probably a fucking authoritarian fucking cop on that side
I
too.
feel
And
like I would literally prefer 2024 Republican candidate Ron DeSantis. I'm calling it now. That
No,
Trump's not getting it again. He's not. He's fucked it already.
I know
nah,
he's not.
It's gonna be one Mr. Ronald DeSantis versus Joe Biden,
It
and
is, and
I don't
that's
know.
fucking terrifying. Yeah, I don't want DeSantis because he literally wants me to die. So that's not cool.
yeah, I don't
Is
think
Ron
It's just
like
DeSantis a trans people die guy? I don't know if I've heard about that.
you have the whole fucking don't say gay shit. You have the whole fucking like you're getting rid of all
He's
like
saying
puberty
don't say
blockers.
gay, not will kill you if you are gay.
Yeah, but now they're getting rid of puberty blockers, and now they're stopping transitions. Like, yeah, it's getting bad in Florida.
I don't know how I feel about puberty blockers.
It's
It's
fine.
kind of it's kind of freaky.
Yeah, but like it's medically fine.
I mean, do we know that for sure? How long have
Yes,
they really been in circulation?
they've been used for a very long time. Not for trans issues, but they've been used for other things.
yeah,
Okay.
So
there's
we know
nothing
it's
really.
fine.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the puberty blockers existing. Well,
It's just
I
one of
don't
those.
know
It's one of
shit
those weird
though.
things that I feel skeptical about. Like I support the trans movement wholeheartedly. I'm not like a don't be trans guy, but it's like when you're like a kid and you're like, yeah, just take some puberty blockers. I'm like, really though?
I don't know shit about puberty blockers or anything
No,
like
well,
that, so I don't
because
have an
what
opinion.
what they do is they want to cut our kids' genitals off, but like actually just puberty blockers. All it does is like your puberty is stopped. Like where it is right now, that's where it is. And then once you stop taking the puberty blockers, you just go through puberty normally. Like it's fine. It just gives you some time to like it's basically like what they were saying is like, well, you should wait until you grow up to decide if you're trans. And like if a kid's like, I feel like I'm trans, you can put them on puberty blockers, and then when they get older, they can go, yeah, actually, I am trans, or no, I'm not, and just have normal puberty, or get on hormones when they're like old enough. You know?
But they can't be like fucking 13-year-old babies in their senior year of high school, you
No, yeah, I
know?
mean, it's not babies, and also like it's all looked over by a doctor while this is
Okay.
happening. Like you're consistently being checked out to make sure like the puberty blockers are like working okay. Like it's not like they're just giving you fucking puberty blockers and they're like, all right, peace out, see you in like fucking 5 years.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's
It's
fine.
it's it's just like a small little like thinking window, pretty much.
Gotcha.
It gives you a little bit of time to like decide how you feel.
I got into an argument in Demi Gloom's debate club, which shameless plug. I'm sure Demi's just like putting it all over the screen right now. Demi made a political debate server, and it's been quite the adventure, to say the least.
Oh man, I
Uh,
tried going in there. It's like, dude, this is almost worse than Poll when Poll was just relaunched. And I'm like, god damn.
Yeah, I saw that existed and I was like, it's probably all 12-year-old Nazis, and I don't really feel like doing that.
it's
Yeah.
all trans women, and they're debating 12-year-old Nazis. Yes, that's
Yep,
the whole
yep,
thing.
checks out. That's Demi Gloom's audience.
And also, there's me and Brad. And we're,
I
we're
love you,
the
Demi.
only we're the only ones that are not in one of those two demographics. But I was having a sort of debate about like children transitioning. And I'm not super firm in my beliefs. I'm like I just don't know enough about it. It just like feels weird to me. To put children on hormones and shit. Like it feels weird. Maybe it's okay, but it's just like I feel like the benchmark that I have come up with, and it's just kind of like me throwing a number at it, for just having a number to say. Um, my position was 16 with parental permission, 18 otherwise. Because like the problem that creates in the immediate place that Demi and one of her other friends went to is just bigoted parents, and
Homophobic, yeah.
yeah, but it's like I was kind of like maybe that's a risk we kind of got to take though, because I feel like parents should have some level of medical control over their children, or that creates slippery slopes in other places.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that would be a solution. That like the solution there would be like puberty blockers, I guess, right?
Yeah, I guess
That would be the take
the
puberty blockers and then
logical
just
through
wait until you're an
line. Yeah,
adult.
yeah.
Like
That's
if you
probably
have, I think that would be like my point is like if you have bigoted parents, like you should be allowed to as a kid request puberty blockers and just like even against your parents, like fuck it, because they don't
yeah,
harm you. Like yeah, you shouldn't be on hormones as a kid, right?
yeah.
Maybe at 16 with parental permission, sure. Like if you have good parents, but if you have bad parents, like yeah, maybe you should be able to just like even without parental permission get puberty blockers and like wait it out.
Yeah, that sounds pretty reasonable. As long as puberty blockers are unharmful, which I believe. I just gotta like read shit myself.
Yeah, they've been used for like other things for a long time.
Okay.
Like there's some people that like start puberty like too early or whatever, or like it needs to be delayed for some reason or some medical issue. Like they exist for other reasons, but they work out in trans people's favor or trans
Yeah.
children's favor. And like there's no real harm because you just like if you have puberty later, it's fine.
Yeah. Did you guys ever see? This has to be. I want to know this person's like character arc. I don't remember who they are. I'd have to like look this video up again and see if I could find it. But I just remember it was like this big. It was like this big YouTube video like 5 years ago. It had to have been like 2016 or something. And it was just like there was a trans man YouTuber, and he detransitioned so he could have a kid. And I want to know like what character arc that man went through that he was like, all right, before I can be a girl or before I can be a guy, gotta have a baby first. And he just got off his fucking hormones. Like, I
And
wonder
there's people that do that. They
what
call it
caused him to
seahorse.
change his mind so much.
They call it like seahorsing
Hmm. There's
because
a term for it.
the male seahorse is the one that carries the babies
Oh.
in the seahorse relationship.
Yeah, but like I wonder like
My
what
ex and I used to
caused
joke
him
about
to
that.
make that baby decision like so quick that like he was already on the hormones and then he was like, "Oh shit, wait a minute, got to get off them. Got to have a baby first."
Well, if you get pregnant, if you want to keep it, you have to get off the hormones.
Okay, that might have been what it was in hindsight. I don't quite remember the contents of the video.
Yeah, and some trans men will do that. I mean, I don't think my ex was gonna carry a child, but
What
we
was your
definitely
ex
memed about it.
trans man?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Hello.
Hello? You
Oh, I
okay?
think I cut out for a second. Yeah, my
Yeah.
ex is a trans guy. I've only dated a trans guy. What a wild world.
Is that the only person you've ever dated? Was that one trans guy?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
I don't like
And
go out though.
and any future prospects? Anybody you're talking to?
Eh, I guess. It just seems like I'm too boring, probably.
Oh.
Cause like I don't know, I work and then I play games.
Meanwhile, Mo
I don't like.
Diggity's got like cobwebs on his balls, hasn't gotten laid since like 1974.
Okay, first off, I was doing fine just listening to both of you talk. Now you got to bring me and my balls into this. Like, I just don't appreciate that. I want to bring my balls into this, Riley. Like, what you and my balls have like an acquaintanceship or something? Like, do you know them, or they're like you have tea with them on Tuesdays? What's going on?
Not tea with your balls on Tuesday.
Well, hello, Mo Balls. How you doing? We're doing pretty good. Looking forward to this tea now.
Your mother gives me status reports on her balls when I sleep with her constantly.
Ew, gross. Well, you have fun with that, sir. Sleep with my mama. Yeah, I guess like don't feel too bad about it. It's just a it's a small town mentality because
Mm,
everyone like I come from small town USA and that's exactly how I felt like most of my life. And then when you like I think maybe what you need to do like well I guess when life allows you to do so, if you ever move to like a bigger city or something, you'll probably do much better.
yeah, it's like I don't know. I probably have like a high bar. You know.
I need to just like try to really like try to stop being a bitch. Like it's like
I just don't like care that much, so it's fine for me.
Yeah.
I know that I want to pursue like a relationship with somebody. Like it's like the only thing I desire, which I know is like cringe to say, but like I'm just at the point in life where it's like I have a job, I'm living a life. I'm cool where I am right now. The only thing that I really want that I don't have is a romantic relationship. And it's like I'm sad that I don't have one, but it's cuz I'm not fucking trying cuz I'm too much of a pussy ass bitch to even attempt to ask a girl out, and I really need to knock that the fuck off cuz like the worst that can happen is they say no. Like maybe things become awkward at that point, and I don't like that because when I'm talking to a girl that I'm attracted to, I'm usually also like attracted to her in a friend way too. So I'm like, I don't want to make things awkward, but it's like, whatever. I'll get over it. I should probably be confident and like try things.
I feel like trying is kind of the wrong way to go about it. I don't know.
Like the dating scene these days, socially, it's just so fucked. It's literally we've conditioned ourselves to use our phones for dating, and we don't really talk to anyone really anymore. It feels like the face-to-face convos in bars and restaurants and shit, like the tried and true method, really doesn't like work anymore. And everyone wants you to rate them. Like it's a constant like fluctuation of like narcissism and fucking judgment, like socially acceptable judgment, you know? Like swipe this and swipe that and
Everybody wants to be
no
swiped right.
stars. Oh, is that what that is? Like
Yeah.
I always try to like use Tinder, and in 5 minutes on the app, I'm like, okay, I'm not feeling this at all because it's like woman 50 miles away from me, even though I set it to like 10 or 15 miles in my radius. Apparently, it's just fucking weird. And then like
Because you live in
five
fucking
different
like a bumfuck pig fucker Texas, and
no, I live in
there are
no
no women within a 20-mile radius of you.
no there's like about 20, 30,000 people that live here. So there's got to be one that will take one for the team and love me. So, but then again, I don't know. I don't think I'm finding them on an app. And like, because I've had internet relations before, several of them, in fact, and well, none of them worked out. But then again, I've had IRL tried and true, quote unquote, traditional dating relationships, and they didn't work out either. So perhaps it is I who sucks.
Yeah, perhaps. Could be.
That's
I think
fine.
I think people
I'm
put a
so
lot of value on a relationship, but it's like I don't know if it doesn't happen, like it doesn't happen. Like it's fine.
I mean, that's pretty much where I'm at now. It's like, well, it's been too late to start a family since I was 17 anyway.
You can start a
So,
family. Men can
nah,
sire children pretty late in their lives.
nah, like if you're not with anyone with a fucking stable career at 17, because this is what this is what the modern
17?
yeah, this is what modern society fucking wants. They tell you like this is let me tell you something about the facade that is the American dream, right? I grew up like being hawked the American dream like all my life. I fucking graduate high school. Uh, well, there's no jobs like this, but you can get these temp jobs till you can. Oh, you just got to get the experience for the good jobs. Well, we're not hiring for those positions right now. Go back to being grunt peasant, and that's pretty much where it's. That's the American dream, and in all the women that you ever know. And this isn't like an indictment against women. I'm not going on some like anti-woman rant or something. That's just my personal experience. Chill out, people who are listening. Um, it seems like all the women that are romantically, well, that would be romantically interested in, uh, they want something bigger. They don't want to hire like someone on their level that they were at right there. Like Walmart women don't want to bang Walmart guys. They want to bang like the people who are CEOs and shit. Like, just dude, I just don't have
True.
what you
I
want.
know for a fact that telemarketer girls do not want to fuck telemarketer guys.
Yeah,
Because fun fact, telemarketer girls unreasonably attractive in a lot of cases. There are some fucking 12 out of 10s walking around working in this shitty fucking call office. It's wild.
yeah, it's pretty much life dangling a carrot in front of you and just beating you with a stick. It's like a
Well, I'm not gonna phrase it like that. I'm just saying, like, I'm shocked they're not like doing something better. or like with a guy who can just like pay their life because
Well, yeah,
they're
they are.
working at like shitty minimum wage call center and they're like the most attractive woman I've ever seen.
Well, yeah, because like eventually they probably did that just to get out of the house because they don't want to become like because no one really wants to become like a housewife anymore because
Yeah, that's
well because
fair.
everyone wants to fucking chill out and actually experience fucking life
Or
besides
one.
living at home. Like now, of course, there's like millions of women who want to be a housewife, and there's nothing wrong with that. Um, but like the younger crop, they want to experience more to life than just woke up, made a baby, went to bed, woke up, cooked dinner, made a baby, went to bed. They want to do more than that, and their standards are impossibly high, and they're yelling at us and every step of the way. Like, why aren't you better? Why? Like, think about that shitty relationship you had with like your ex girlfriend or your mom or something,
I
right?
wish I had an ex-girlfriend.
And now multiply that bitching and nagging you, but now make it everywhere, and that's what it
Uh-oh.
feels like. Like fuck, man, I just I just want to chill and like let me figure some shit out, okay? Like I'm trying, I'm fucking trying. I swear to you, I am.
Man, to be really cringe and gay for a second, I just want to
You're not going to
no.
start crying and weeping like a bitch, are you?
No, I'm not gonna start crying and
Okay.
weeping
You
like a
should.
bitch. I'm just maybe I should. Maybe I should. I do have a story about crying though, that I'll tell in a minute. But I just it's not even about getting laid. Like I'm not that much of a fucking douchebag that I'm just like some like Reddit incel who like is just like why won't women give me sex? It's
Ugh.
just I want somebody to like be affectionate with and have like an intimate emotional connection with, regardless of whether or not I'm getting my dick sucked out of the deal.
Yeah, that's kind of what I
Yeah.
want. Like I'm at this point, I'm totally fine with just, having a chick I can have a fucking conversation with. You don't have to do stuff to me. Like maybe every once in a while, look at my PP and tell me it's nice, and I can like coast on that for like a
I
fucking
just want to
decade.
snuggle. You don't have to go anywhere near my penis. We just have to snuggle. That's all. That's my requirement.
Well, that's
I guess that
that's my
involves
humble
going near my penis, but it doesn't have to be out.
that's just my humble request. Like lift up my pants every once in a while in my shorts.
So
Some
just
go,
be like, that's
oh,
pretty
that's
nice.
nice, and then
That's
like
nice.
give it a little pat, and then we can go back to watching fucking TV. That's all I want
Just
really.
give it a little pet.
Just like, oh, that's nice, pat pat pat. Netflix. Okay, now we're good. I can coast on this. I just need to, like if my emotions are like a plant, a potted plant, it's fucking dying. But all
Just
you
give me
need to
some dick pats every once
just
in a
just give it
while.
a little bit of water, a little bit of agua, and we're fucking fine. It's like, hey, what's going on, buddies? Hey, welcome, emotion plant. You're back. Like, hey, I'm not dead inside anymore. Yeah,
Let's
forget about
go.
it. Let's go. You know, that's what I want at this point.
No, I think in my last relationship it was like I didn't want like it was like I had the fuck what's I always forget with libido. Is it high libido is less?
High libido is you want to fuck more, I think.
No, I think it's like low libido because that's when you're like super lethargic and you don't want to do shit.
I was always the one that wanted less, I think.
You were the low libido.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I think the term for like just sex all times hyperactive sex drive. Is that what it's called? I don't fucking know really.
Yeah,
Um,
the libido shit confuses me like fucking crazy every time I think about it.
yeah,
Like my
like
head.
I can't make heads or tails of it sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like I was always like wanting less. But like, yeah, either way, yeah, it's fun, I guess.
Yeah, it's always kind of funny. It was like when I would have internet relationships, we would always just sext each other or something. It was like kind of cool for a little bit. Then the next convo was like, "That's it. Why didn't you call me? Like, what do you mean? It's my birthday. I just got off of work." And then block me on all social media and Skype. I was like, what the fuck is
I
this?
don't think I would do an internet relationship if there was no intention of meeting up at some point.
Well, like it was just like early enough to where we were just thinking about that. And then and then it turned out, oh hey, I have something to tell you. So I have a husband and kids.
Oh,
Like, oh Jesus Christ,
damn it.
thanks, dude. Bummer again. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, the certain types of chicks that are attracted to me are like Uber sluts, Italian women, and fucking married slash
Italian
taken chicks.
women.
Yeah,
How are you not
I
already married to a hot Italian woman if that's the
because
case?
well, that leads into the hey, I have a husband slash boyfriend slash
Oh,
fiance.
so usually
It
it's a two
always
in one
fucking
pack. It's
happens.
not, you never get the single Italian women.
Like, I think I know my place in the dating world. It's the side piece, and I was kind of fine for because that worked out real well when I was living in Houston, but I ain't living in Houston no more, so I'm kind of fucked, or lack thereof. Uh,
Just do
now
some
because
swinging, Mo.
I don't like guys.
Why not?
Hey,
Because
let's go.
guys, all right, okay. To be real here, I find men like visually repulsive, and
Date
also
Why?
trans women.
personality and
All men?
personality. Yeah, like pretty much all men. Like I'm just not
Pretty
into.
much all men or all men?
Well, like I'm trying not to be mean here. Like so, I'm like trying to
There's got to be some
restrain.
men, right?
No,
Yeah,
not
like
really.
there's
I
got to
don't
be a
like
couple of
guys.
them.
No, I seriously just don't like guys.
Femboys?
No, because that's false advertising.
I think that's correct advertising.
No, I don't think so. It's like meow. I'm a fanboy. Like, dude, go to Nick Fuentes. He's into you. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not into
I'll
that.
take the femboys.
Like, nah,
So send the femboys directly
Yo,
to at
femboys,
Inside Alloy on
hit my
Twitter.
DMs, femboys.
to be honest, like I know too much about the femboy slash whatever that official terminology for that community is to even like feel like an ounce of sexual attraction.
It's
Like,
femboys. That's the
no
real
way.
term.
Well, femboys are just, I don't know, man. I think the scene's weird. Like
Maybe.
the scene's kind of weird, and I'm just like, there's too much drama, like into it. Like it's just, I don't know. Like I don't know what it is about, like the female adjacent type genders or orientations or whatever we're calling it today.
That's your perception, all right?
Well, no, let me finish. But it's weird, sort of like how like every time they want to adopt like feminine traits, it's almost entirely exclusively to talk shit and be fucking catty. No pun intended. To people, because like every fucking time, like I'll talk to them and they're just fucking talking shit about one another. It's like, god damn, like this is like a whole other level of drama I am not prepared to deal with.
That I had like that realization, not about femboys, but just like about women. When I was pretty closely acquainted with an extremely attractive, just like conventionally attractive female. And she was just like constantly talking shit to me about people that she was like super nice to their face. And I was like, wow, this really is the thing that they do, huh?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You get enough female friends,
Absolutely, yeah.
and here's the thing. All you have to do in order to like really like get into chicknet, that's I'll explain what that is in a second, is just be quiet, don't talk, and just listen. And you'll find out like how the pecking order really is, especially in like an office job. And just don't ever get involved, don't say anything, and just watch, your morning Jerry Springer fucking happen. That's what I treat it as anyway.
No, I get to be friends with like a lot of women, so I get an eye into the woman world because I'm very good at befriending them in a charming way, but never getting past that barrier. I'm the friend zone god, as it were, and just a lot of like gossip and cattiness, and it's really amusing to just like hear her say like, yeah, fuck that girl, I hate her, I don't like sitting next to her, she's the worst. And then the
True.
next day I'm there and she's also there and she's like, yeah, hey bestie, oh my god. And it's like, this feels, I feel bad for this other girl a little bit.
Uh, yeah, just like I don't even know, like I don't even know what to really it's kind of crazy. Like you talk about like how like fast word of mouth travels. Like that's essentially what chicknet is. Like the second that you piss one of them off in a job site, all of them fucking know what you did within like 5 minutes. And
recently.
I've seen that work too in like Walmart jobs and office jobs and shit. It's fucking uncanny. Like I wish that we can build. I wish we as men can build an intelligence network that is as powerful as that. The problem is we don't fucking care or give a shit. Because like we yell at each other. It's like, hey man, you see what David did to fucking Steve? He totally stood him up at the freaking dance. Man, shut your ass up. I'll play fucking Call of Duty and fucking hang up the phone. We hang up the phone. We just fucking play video games or smoke or some shit.
Realization I had recently, and it's like the most like anxiety-inducing thing I've ever experienced to like go through this mental. I had the realization that like every girl I've had a serious crush on act 100% knew. Like I just like reviewed all of the circumstances that I've had been befallen on me while going through a crush arc, and be like, yeah, she knew. She obviously fucking knew. And it's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah. Oh,
fuck.
that's yeah.
Damn it.
That type of hindsight's the absolute fucking worst. I've just decided that I can't allow myself to acknowledge the fact that I knew that they knew and I know that they know now, because that will fucking eat you up inside. And then like because like my 30s were full of a lot of that, like that kind of regret. And then I had to go, oh well, too late now. Waka waka waka.
Waka waka.
Forever alone. Waka waka waka. And I try not to think about it.
Yeah, and like I think back to like the high school one. This is
Ugh.
the biggest crush I've ever had was the one I had
Yeah,
senior year of
high
high school.
school.
I
High,
still
high school's the fucking worst because you don't really know what love truly is, and a lot of it is like the first time you're ever experiencing it. Then all of a sudden, like you get like 5 years down the road outside of high school, you're like, dude, what the fuck was I thinking back then? That was not love. That was not lust either. That was something fucking weird.
no, I still like cringely think it was love. Realistically, it probably wasn't, but like it still lives rent free in my mind. But I thought back and I'm like, first of all, she definitely knew. Second of all, a bunch of other people definitely knew. Third of all, maybe there was something there, because the main event that I can think of that leads me to believe that she knew is that her best friend suggested that I take her to prom, and when I had like when I was just like, no, why would I do that? She was like, you know, just as a friend, like wink, wink. I'm like, so the best friend knows, and she's
Oh.
encouraging me to ask her to the prom. Maybe there was something there, and that's.
Yeah, I've had that. Like, dude, there's the worst ones, and just wait till you get older because this will happen. The worst one is like when you're just freshly walking away from a scenario where life was literally handing you the go ahead, and you walk away from the scenario, and like a minute later, you just scream out "fuck" at the top of your
Fuck.
fucking lungs. That's gonna happen. That shit fucking makes you feel stupid.
That happened to me too, like pretty brazenly. Because there was a girl at work, and like I don't know, because I don't have a fucking radar for that type of shit, obviously. But pretty much everyone insists I had a very real chance with this particular girl. This is the first time that another woman has said that she thought we were gonna end up dating. This is the first time that that has ever happened. And this girl, like, it was her last day at work, and like I said goodbye to her, and then like 5 minutes later, I'm like, why didn't I ask for her fucking phone number? Why didn't I do it? Why?
Ooh, that one hurts. That
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's happened before. Or like when you get the phone number. I mean, maybe this is just something from back in my day or something, but like you're in the middle of dialing the fucking number, then like you're like the last couple, then you hang up and like, dude, I can't do that right now. Or like you dial the number and another guy fucking answers, and you know damn well you're in high school, so this isn't really a problem of the current boyfriend picking up. You know, it's like it's obviously the mom, the mom or dad or brother or something who's fucking picking up, like, you know, and you just going, hey, is blah blah there? Like, yeah, she is. And then you're like, well, can you fucking go get her, please, Einstein? Thank you. I haven't said that yet. I think I'm just bitching at customers because I've had shitty customers all week at work. So
I like didn't work most of the week, and it's gonna be real bad.
Why didn't you work most of the
Because I
week?
was sick. Damn it!
Oh,
I still am, kind of a little
Can you
bit.
just try not being sick?
Yeah. Gotcha. But I've just had this awful sore throat, and I don't know why. It's probably strep. Thinking about it, uh, it never got like crazy, but it got bad enough that I called out of work for 2 days. It's still there, kind of, but like it's mostly gone.
doesn't sound like it. You sound fine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. It doesn't sound like I have a sore throat, but it's still like when I swallow, it gets irritated. But
Ouch.
it was pretty bad a few days ago. I only worked like 20 hours this week. I worked like Monday and Tuesday. And then Tuesday night I started to feel it. And then I woke up Wednesday morning and it was awful, so I called in. And it like kept fluctuating. Like throughout Wednesday it got better, then it'd like get worse for a little bit, and then it got better. And by the end of the day I'm like, okay, this will probably be gone by tomorrow. And then I wake up Thursday, worst it's ever been. Call in
Ouch.
again. It fluctuates throughout the day again. I'm like, okay, surely it'll be gone by tomorrow. Wake up, guess what? Worst it's ever been. Friday morning.
Oh,
And but that day I actually had cough medicine to take along with the usual aspirin. And it went away long enough that I went to work at noon and I just worked until 5. I worked 5 out of my 7 hours that day. So I missed 2 days of work plus 2 hours of another day of work this week.
Yeah, I gotta stay on that ball, man. We all
Yeah, it
got to
was
have jobs.
Yeah, we all gotta have that money. Thankfully, my job is very extremely lax about attendance because telemarketing centers are uh pretty horrible about that type of shit. So they really just expect it's basically like I have to show up for 85% of my shifts in 2 week windows. And even if I don't, there's like a warning system and you have to get 4 of them to get fired, and the warnings fall off after like 3 months. So it's pretty much impossible to get fired for attendance. They could just fire you for attendance, but like as long as you're not like an awful repeat offender that's like literally just like going for that 85 number as their goal, they're not going to do that. The only way they like have to fire you for attendance is if you
No call,
get
no
those four.
show.
If you no call no show, yes, you'd have to call in. But
right.
like if you are calling in, it's 85% of your shifts in 2 week windows. You don't get that. You get a warning, 4 warnings, and you're out. And the warnings fall off after 3 months. So it's like very difficult to like have to get fired due to attendance.
Ugh. I woke up fucking an hour, almost an hour late, for my job yesterday, and it's because
What the
okay,
fuck?
well, no, like let me explain. So recently, I've met a new game. Its
Uh
name's
huh.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It's
Oh
gone in
no.
my life, and we've just been staying up all night, just talking and getting to know one another.
Talking about
Uh,
boys braiding each
you,
other's hair.
oh, like saying everyone sucks and then install the game. Just being generally toxic, and we just had a hell of a just a ducky time. It's just been ducky. Just nice. And yeah, so I've been up for it since 4 in the morning every morning for like the last week and a half, 2 weeks, and sleeping into my days off, recouping my fucking sleep loss like that, right? Woke up at 3 today because of that, by the way. Brother knocked on my door, was like, hey, just want to know if you're still alive. Fucking check my phone. It's like 3:15. Like, oh my god, I way overslept today. That's why I didn't stream all day. But anyway, blah blah blah. Fucking I only got like 3.5 hours of sleep. I slept through my fucking alarms, like straight up, like slept the sleep of the dead. Slept through my alarms. Woke up an hour later. It's fucking 11 o'clock. Like, oh fuck no! Like I had to fucking get up and fucking get my shit going.
Yeah,
And
that's always rough.
I'm sure I'm going to get yelled at because like I'm rarely ever late because of that. But like I'm one of the few guys that actually does a ton of shit besides my manager. But yada yada yada. Woke up late. Oops, my bad. Waka waka. And that's just I'm expecting to get bitched at, but I don't care. It's kind of like
Okay.
whatever.
So I've got my crying story I alluded to earlier that I teased a little bit earlier
All
in the
right.
show. So I've already told this in another show, so if you're a Detour Ahead listener, you've already heard this. But if you're not, then
If
you're
you're a
hearing this for the
loser.
first time. If you're one of the 3 people who listens to Detour Ahead podcast, then maybe you've heard this before. So it was yesterday, in the afternoon. My mother and our roommate were going out to a bar to see a band, and then another bar to see another band, and they invited me. And realistically, I probably would have had a better time at home alone. But my brain has some weird hangups when it comes to this type of shit. And one of them is if somebody offers to like take me somewhere and that person is fully aware that the alternative is me sitting in my room alone and watching TV and playing video games, I feel an obligation to say yes. So I went, but I got like real fucked up. Like my mental health took like a nosedive. I like tried to take a nap in the car on the way to the first bar. And then my mother woke me up because somehow between her and the other guy, they couldn't figure out how to use fucking Google.com to know how to get to the bar.
Oh
So
dear lord.
she like wakes me up from trying to fall asleep, and like at that point, I just become like fucking, I don't know, like something came over me and I just like became like my mood was dead. Like I was pissy. And we get to the first bar. We're only at this first bar for like an hour. But for that hour, they're both sitting at the bar. I have to sit at a table because I'm not old enough to sit at the bar.
Haha.
So I'm alone at this
Little
table at
baby
the
boy.
bar for like an hour, just watching the band. The band sucks, by the way.
The band
The
always sucks at bars.
the
That's like
the
one
music is
guarantee. That's
the
one
instru
guarantee in life.
I will say the people playing the instruments were very good. It's just like the lead singer fucking sucked, and that ruined the whole experience. But I'm sitting there and I'm basically just like pouting because I'm in like such a pissy, like gross mood. And then I just like get in my own head and I start thinking about like all the awful shit in my life. Like my brain just starts being like, "Hey, your childhood hero hung himself 3 weeks ago. Your father doesn't love you," and it just it's just like listing things off that like caused me depression and trouble. And then just at I can't stop it. I just start like crying, like there at the bar
Oof.
publicly. And I'm like, oh god. Oh, immediately I'm just like, oh god, oh geez, this needs to stop. I don't want my mother to see me. I don't want to upset her because I am grateful that she took me, that she thought of me. But once I start crying, it's hard to make myself stop. Like it's a difficult process to stop the tears and like stop the choking upness of it. You know, like I get choked up, the water starts coming out of the eyes, even if I'm like okay, I need to stop crying. It just doesn't happen. It's like hard. It's a hard physical thing to stop. So I'm sitting there, I'm like wiping my eyes. I'm like trying to like clear myself off the best as possible so that my mother doesn't see me and like get upset and like ruin her whole day because I just randomly started crying at this bar for no reason. And this is like a random ass, like probably like 30-year-old blonde woman with like tattoos down her arm walks up and starts trying to console me. Which by the way, if you see a stranger crying at a bar, consoling them will probably have the opposite effect because immediately I'm just like,
Okay,
please
so first question was she hot?
get me out of here. I don't want to be here. This is the most embarrassing thing
Uh-oh.
that has ever
Oh.
occurred. But she was obviously
Oh,
a lot older
Riley,
than me, so I
Riley.
think it was more me out of here. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, you're kind of cutting out just a little bit.
Ah, shit. Hold on.
Robot mode.
Robo Riley.
How you doing, Craig?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing, Robin?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thanks for talking to me, Craig.
Oh, you're welcome. We never really get to talk.
Yo 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 yo.
Oh, yo.
Wait, 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 wait.
Okay, so yeah, so this is she just like starts consoling me. My brain is just like, get me the fuck out of here. It's like the most embarrassing shit to ever occur. It-
You could have gotten that chick's pants. You know, like chicks love
I
that
don't
when a
think
dude's
so.
crying and they're like, "Oh, you okay, hon?" And then you know they'll give you some pity sex.
First of all, I highly doubt that. Second of all, even if so, I was there with my mother, so my my hands were
Get
a
your
bit
mom.
tied in
Come
that
on, you're a
regard.
grown ass man now. Like you can
Eh.
go, mom. I'm getting some ass. Like just get and bring her back to your fucking bedroom too. Bring her back to the home. That'll like throw your mom for a fucking loop. She won't know what to fucking do.
Absolute power
Like
move.
what the fuck? Yeah, fucking pull a fucking Chad Power move. Bang a chick at your mom's house.
Yeah, say, Mom, I'm gonna need your bed for the night.
Hey, but yeah, that was just really embarrassing. And speaking of embarrassing stories, I thought about this story because I was talking about that high school crush. And speaking of people obviously knowing about that, my science teacher definitely brazenly knew about that and called me out about it. She didn't call me out like in front of the class. She didn't like announce it, but we were definitely in the front of the classroom, and she said it at like a low volume, but not low enough that people might not have heard. And it was just like, what the fuck? Like the circumstance of the day is like, so I'm sitting there, I sit at the table, I usually sit with this girl that I had a crush on and her best friend, and we just like talk and hang out. um and they're not there. They were both absent that day. And we weren't really doing much in class, so I was just like, all right, fuck it, and I just like put my headphones in and started working on a bunch of missing assignments because I'm a fucking asshole who never does my homework. So I'm just sitting there like popping off missing assignments with headphones in. And as I'm like handing shit in, my science teacher's just like, "Wow, look at what you get done over there when you're not too busy flirting with Jen." And I was like, "What the
Ooh,
fuck, man?"
ouch. Dude,
Yeah.
call the fuck out like in front of everyone. Jesus.
It was rough. It was a rough
And
time.
I'm old enough to go to bars. I don't even go to bars.
I don't even bother with bars anymore. I think I'm like pretty much barred out at this point. I'm just done.
Yeah, it just feels like, I don't know. Who would I enjoy seeing at a bar? Fucking no
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, because like pretty much like I don't do anything seedy or shady or anything like that. I only have like I pick the absolute worst bars to go to because I have that fucking stupid mindset. And I'm like, dude, you know what you need to do? You just need to not uh fucking just go to bars anymore because one day you're going to get in trouble. So I just stopped going to fucking bars just because that part of me is still there that wants to fucking like do something stupid just to make a few bucks.
1 sec.
No problem.
Okay. You both muted.
Oh, yeah. I was
Very good
just
content, guys.
well, Riley's muted. I don't know why, and you had to do a thing, so I figured I'd be quiet.
Yeah, what the fuck, Riley? You're actually ruining our podcast.
Yeah,
Actually disgusting
Riley,
behavior.
you're ruining the podcast.
Mm.
Anyway,
I
oh
can't forget
god.
a bar, little baby Riley.
Oh man, I couldn't even think of the sheer amount of embarrassing romantic stories or like botched romantic moves that I've had in my life. Like this one time I wrote this chick a love letter, right?
Oh
And it turns
no.
out don't write love letters. Like women don't actually like them. Like no one likes them, really. I don't know why. I guess the cartoons that I watched as a kid lied to me.
It
Yeah.
depends, Like my grandparents had love letters, but they were both in the Marines, so
Yeah.
they wrote to each other while they were
Yeah.
serving.
But like I wrote a love letter to this chick. And of course, like in your head, you're like, well, she and her alone, maybe her like girlfriend, her or best friend or whatever, will read it along with her. No, the bitch fucking she got the letter and read it in front of all of her friends. And this was that was before the 8 a.m. bell, before we all got to class. So then, of course, since several people know about it, the whole school knows about it. And I got bagged on all fucking week after that. It was fucking brutal, dude. Like, I'll never do it again.
No,
There was
I
another.
cleaned out my room the other day and I found a bunch of letters from my ex, and I was like, oh, I don't want to look at these. That sucks.
Oh, yeah, that would suck.
I was like, that's gonna hurt if I look at those. I'm not. Nope. They're going
Yeah.
in. I'm not throwing them away. They're just going in a box somewhere, and I'm not gonna look at it.
Ooh. I'll
Dude,
tell
getting
you.
it. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say on what you were saying, or what I assume you were saying, because I got back halfway through your sentence. Yeah, just like word spreading around about shit at school, and just like it being embarrassing is just like the worst. Like I went to a really small school for my first 2 years of high school, so it was like everybody knew everything that was happening because there was only like a few hundred of us, as opposed to like the fucking 1,000 in a public high school. Um, and there's a day, so I'm already stressed the fuck out because my principal is meeting with my mother because I'm failing all of my classes, and it's like this is not gonna end well for me. I elected to take the school bus to school instead of going with her. I was like, okay, I can at least ditch this for a little while and not have to do the awkward car ride there. Just get on the school bus. So I got on the school bus. I went to school. I see my mother's car in the parking lot as I get to school. Um, and I get off this fucking bus. Every human being in the school is like, hey, the principal wants to see you. Hey, the principal wants to see you. Hey, the principal wants to see you. I'm just like, I know. Damn it. I fucking know. I was told the moment I got off the bus, I'm walking there right now. You are the 74th person to tell me this. I know. It was the worst.
The principal want to talk to you.
Because he was meeting with my mother, and he also wanted to meet with me.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's like, hey,
Oh,
the principal wants to see you. Principal wants to see you. Principal wants to see you. I'm like, I know, I get it. I'm
I'm sure
going.
I've told this story, but I got in some trouble at school once because this was when Minecraft first kicked off, and
Playing Minecraft in schoolcraft.
yeah, so we had like this is a middle school, and I went to a like a private middle school, or not private, but like you had to take a test to get in, gifted middle school, if you
Gifted middle
will,
school.
yeah,
Okay.
if you will, and we had the lunchroom was like separated by a railing from the like computer area. So usually when like you'd finish lunch, you'd go and like go on the computers, which was kind of cool. Um, but I started bringing in uh, Minecraft on like a USB drive, but it wouldn't work because it was like you had like a student account. But a friend of mine was like, oh well, I have a teacher account. Like I my teacher from like whatever like fifth grade or whatever. Like I know their login, so we logged in on that. And then eventually, like, everyone started logging in on it and playing Minecraft on, like, this
Oof.
teacher's account from, like, some other school. And, like, it started spreading around to, like, even, like, the 8th graders and everything. Like, every single person in the middle school was, like, using this, like, one teacher's account.
We
And that's
used
when
to.
I knew it got real bad when, like, I could just see, like, everyone in the school doing it. I was like, "Oh, no, this is all gonna crumble back onto me."
Oh yeah, that's how it always fucking starts. We used to play Quake and Doom on fucking on our computers at school. It was really awesome. This was back when you had to learn like how to get into the install file where it was and run the executable. So that I guess that dates me. So
Yeah. Oh, they ended up pulling a bunch of people into the into the principal's office. There was a whole ass investigation around it. It
oh
was
damn.
like yeah, it wasn't even like it's not like a complicated situation.
I think the only time I've never like been interrogated about an incident that I was directly involved in. I did get in. I didn't get interrogated. I was not a suspect, to be clear. But I guess I was around it happening without realizing. I did get interviewed about like a sexual harassment thing.
Wow.
It was
Ew.
apparently on that same table I was talking about in the science class with the girl I had a crush on and her best friend. For a while, there was some other dude who sat with us, and apparently he was like creeping on the best friend, and like touching her leg weirdly,
What
at
the
the
fuck?
table. And I didn't know, and obviously she wasn't speaking up about it 'cause she was freaked out. And I guess she told the principal. There was like an investigation, and they asked me if I saw anything, and I'm like, no. I wish I could help you, but I really wasn't paying attention to where this guy's hand was in relation to this girl's leg.
Fucking disgusting, man. That really
Yeah,
sucks.
that's fucked up.
There was one time where a chick actually wrote a love letter to me, and she turned
Aw.
around. Well, no, don't say "oh yeah."
Uh-oh.
This ends in tragedy. Okay, her timing was bad, and this is why, because she wrote the letter while she was in class, folded it all up, and put it on my fucking backpack. And because I was up to get a drink, I was AF B, away from backpack. And
Gotcha.
my friends fucking saw it and said, "Hey, what the fuck is this?" And they fucking read the whole thing aloud. And I tried to come on, man, bring it. And my friends pushed me away and kept it. They read the whole fucking thing. She was so humiliated. I tried to talk to her as soon as
Like, that's fucked
she
up for her. Like,
hold on. No, hold on. I
okay.
tried to talk to her after fucking class, and she screamed, "No, get the fuck away from me," while she was crying. And for the rest, probably to this day, she fucking hates my guts, and she hates the whole fucking classroom's guts because of this like little incident. It was really bad.
Your fault.
Because
That's fucked up.
well, no, but yeah, but she's like a fucking 14-year-old girl,
She's not a
and
14-year-old girl anymore. You're saying this still remains
yeah,
to
but
this
no, that
day.
fucking no, you don't understand, man. Like you piss off a woman, or like you don't do like if you do something stupid or you don't act like like in accordance to what their wants are. Like
Oh
if you
my
fucking
god.
wreck them, if like you wreck them emotionally, if they're little, like they're like fucking teenagers,
Hell
they will
hath no
remember.
fury like a woman
What
scorned.
the
Yeah,
women
they will
women
remember
hold
that
the
shit.
dumbest grudges and they hold them forever. I literally had a girl that like I don't even remember doing this. Like I have no recollection. But this girl claimed that I called her fat once in 7th grade. And she continued to hate me all the way
Oh
through the
yeah.
end of my time at that school. And it was a middle high school. So I was there from like 6th grade to 10th. And apparently I called her fat once in 7th grade. Don't remember why or how or that's not in character for me at all. I don't know how that happened. I don't remember it at all. But she's under the impression that I called her fat in 7th grade and she just fucking hated my guts for the rest of our time in that school.
Oh man, and like I felt really super bad, but she, like I don't know, like it felt it was my fault because like I didn't, I it was already too late by the time I asked them to give me the letter back, like way too late. So I was like, ah, shit, I'm so fucked. You know, I don't know. I felt bad for it. Like I felt like it was my fault back then.
Yeah, I mean it is fucked up. Like your friends should really like embarrassing you is one thing, but like this girl is a hapless victim. Like that's
Well,
kind of fucked
no,
up.
Well, no, it's what happened afterwards was the, of course, obligatory hooping and hollering like, "Ah, she fucking loves you!" Like, dude, it was like every exaggerated fucking TV version of this scenario. Well, that happened IRL to me while I was in shop class. Oh yeah, and it was in shop class too that this happened. So the creme de la creme of the, oh, you're a future plant worker of the small town fucking were there, right? Like plant worker, forklift driver, welder, plant worker, putting fucking plastic bags in boxes. That's you, like yeah, that's shop class.
Man, the weird thing is I want to know what this is about. Like maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's just like my memory isn't great and that's okay. But there are like multiple things that I reportedly did in middle school specifically that I do not recall even a little bit.
Allegedly.
Like allegedly, yes. Like there was a girl who like I very publicly had a crush on in middle school. I could not
That's
hide
pretty
my
gay.
I could not hide my deck at all back in middle school. And she claims that I asked her out like 10 times. I recall like 2 or 3. And she's serious about that number. She's like, I'm not exaggerating this number. I'm like, I recall like 3. And she's like, it was like 10. And I do not recall these other 7 that she speaks of. Yeah,
Just ask her out again.
yeah, exactly.
Keep it going.
Just for good measure. Haven't seen her in like 4 years. I'm pretty sure she has a boyfriend now. Just ask her out one more time.
You never know.
You never know. You never know.
Dude, I saw this fucking YouTube video earlier a few days ago, right? It was these two fucking like kids. Like they're obvious it's obvious like teenage love, like like when you're like 15, 16, you finally have a girl that will say yes to you. Like hold hands with you in public, stuff like that. So this is obviously happening. And this fucking little prick, fucking little wannabe Chad came up to the fucking girl in front of the guy and said, I love you and I really like you. I was want to know if you want to go on a date with me, like in front of the other guy, like he wasn't there. The immediate response was the fucking dude like clocked him fucking 3 times in the face and he fucking
Oof.
knocked him out. Like, dude, he
Oof.
got because that's so fucked up. And I'm like, dude, you gotta like learn where to learn the timing of your shots, man. Like you do it not in front of the dude. I don't think that you're as big of a Chad as you think you are, bro. Like I think maybe you need to chill out before you shoot the shot here. And that's like, I think that's something that the generation like after us, like the Z generation or whatever, I think their timing's off on a lot of shit. Because I see a lot of videos that are just, oh, that's bad timing. Right there. That's one of them.
Yeah, it's rough. I remember
Like
another
you can hear
another
the meat slap in the fucking hooks, man. It was like fucking full contact.
another weird thing about like high school like romance and like discourse around it is, so when I was in high school, I will admit to this. This is like the most like virgin incel shit ever, but the fact that
Here
it
we go.
actually got to the people good, like it actually got to them, like baffles the fuck out of me, cuz like obviously they are the Chad and I am the soy jack. But like I had a friend who like had a sexual encounter with a girl like in the stairwell at school and told me about it, and like I like made fun of him for it, and like it actually got to him, and I think back at it and I'm like, what, how did this work? How did this actually upset this man? Like literally he is the Chad and I am the soy jack. Like how? He just fingered the girl in the stairwell, and I made a lot of jokes about him fingering the girl in the stairwell, and he actually like got mad about it.
I mean, if you did that, you'd get mad if someone just kept talking about it, right?
No, I think it's funny. Like again, like yeah, that happened. That's a good thing that happened. You can bring it up all you want, and I'll give you a chuckle, because like this is not a bad thing that happened. I don't know why I would be embarrassed over it.
Like, okay, so I'm putting this in the private the Mocast Sunday night chat here.
Mocast group chat,
Yeah,
okay.
I fucking finally found that tweet of that. If you both want to watch it real quick, or better yet, um, if I stream it right here, will it pick up the sound? Hello?
Oh shit, no, it won't.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no,
All
no.
right. All right. All right. All right. So tell you what, I'm just gonna say screw it. And
Hey,
have you
Demi,
both
just do
watched it
like a
yet?
cool edit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll throw this over the link to Demi. But yeah, Demi, go ahead and put this video in here. Why don't the both of you watch this? Try to be at the same time and tell me what and like watch that and give me your reaction to that if you would.
All right. Well, Mo, I have some bad news about that plan.
What is that?
I've already watched this video like 4 times since you sent the link.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So you've seen that?
Yeah, you sent a
Yeah.
7-second clip.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
oof.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, like folks, that was the tweet of the fucking dude just like punching the shit out of the fucking other guy. It was just like the funniest fucking thing. So I guess that was fail. Demi clip that out. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, what were you talking about? Because I totally fucked this up bad.
I don't know, fucking a whole lot of high school romance this episode.
Yeah, pretty much
Or
just high school
failures
romance.
at such, pretty much.
Yeah, I didn't really try that shit in high school. I just like played League of Legends with the boys.
Let's go.
That was my high school experience. I played League with the boys.
Yes. Well, League of Legends is cringe, but like the base that you did that instead of pursuing romance, much better.
Much better. Very well.
Much better in a high school environment, at least.
Yeah,
Like
just
fuck women. Just go play some League.
I had like a small. I'm only like friends with one of those people still from high school. But yeah, I had a whole group.
I have not maintained like any school friends, and like it sucks because like you think you will, and then it's like never works out. Like the girl I had a crush on, I still talk to her every couple of months. Like we're cool, but like we don't talk often. And then Jason, and then that's about it for the people I know from school that I'm still in contact with.
Yeah, we got like one school friend left, and that's just like every once in a while he'll hop in this Discord we're in. He'll hop in there and we'll like play League or something, or just like talk. I don't remember the last time I saw him. I think the last time I saw him was before he got in a car crash.
Oof.
Oh, yikes.
Because I think he came over to my house, and we took some benzos, and then he went home, and then I didn't hear from him for a while, and I thought like I killed him, but no, apparently like it was just a different day. He got in a car crash, and he just didn't get on for like a month. He was in like a coma. I was like,
Oh,
what the
wow.
fuck? I was like, what happened to you, dude?
That's fucked up.
He was like, yeah, I woke up, I didn't remember shit.
I remember, speaking of like maintaining school friends, I've told this story on the MoCast like a long time ago. But it was just this one time, like the most like weird and surreal shit I've ever been through. As somebody who I'm an extrovert, but like I gotta know you. That's my weird thing. It's like I feed off of. I'm literally the definition of an extrovert in that like if I'm not having like meaningful social interactions, I will just like be a depressed ball of nothing. But if I don't know people very well, I'm very embarrassed to express myself around them. It's a vicious cycle. And there was my high school class from the first high school I went to that I only went to up to 10th grade, and I also did middle school there. It's like I was in class with these people for a long time, but it was my senior year, and I hadn't seen these people for years at this point. And I get an invite to one of the girls' 18th birthday party, and I'm like, thanks for the invite, but I don't have a ride because I didn't. Then she was like, I can get you a ride. And then some guy who I knew gave me a ride. And basically that whole party I was just like attached to him because like I'm seeing all these people and I'm like just like super like awkward. I'm like I haven't seen any of these people in years, and he's like the only one I'm like comfortable around because like we had a conversation in the car prior and I like became comfortable with his presence again.
Yeah,
So then we got to the party and I'm just like attached to him and not talking to people, being all like embarrassed and cagey because I don't like know any of these people anymore, and I'm so like distant from that time in my life that I'm like, wow, it's surreal to be in this room with all of these people that I know and did know for years, but they feel like strangers.
yeah. Every person
Yeah.
I've met from school, like since getting out of school, like I'll see them in public and they'll be like, "Oh, yo, what's up? Like I haven't seen you in so long." Like blah blah blah, and then like they'll we'll exchange phone numbers or something, and then like never speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people from my graduating class. I've had a few that are like, "Yeah, man, I'm building the next Google. I'm building the next big
Yeah,
ISP. I'm
okay.
building the next this and that." And the next thing I know is that they're living back with their parents and shit. And like, god damn, they told me, dude, I remember you like, we always thought you were weird, but you were always a big whiz with that computer stuff. You want to get in with my company? I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Fucking here's my number, right? And they would never call me because like they never gave me their number. I always gave them theirs. I don't know why. But blah blah blah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was like Jesus. So here's the story. Pardon me. Hold on one sec.
Nice. Good podcasting, Mo. Amazing.
No, no, no. You don't understand. I had the worst snort and burp that because I just got done chugging a fucking zero sugar
That's
Dr Pepper.
content. You gotta let that
Hold on,
shit rip.
hold on, guys.
No, that's
I gotta
disgusting.
snurp real quick.
Oh well, yeah. Well, all right. So, oh, it's disgusting. Ugh. Oh my god! Like ever since I got into DSP, Dark Side Phil, like because they always every editor like makes fun of him. They always emphasize those fucking snorts that he has, and now I'm like super self-conscious because like I think I snort a lot and I try not to. And I'm like
Yep.
always afraid if there's some detractor douchebag out there, I'll be in a snorting fucking video. Then everyone makes fun of me like I'm DSP, except none of the fame and fan base.
Dude, I remember the day it started happening for me, like not snorting, but like, having shit like caught in your throat or like in your sinuses or whatever, and it's like
Hmm.
I was like, "What the fuck?" And it just you can't get rid of it. It's just there. It's with you. You have to just it's your task. God's given you a challenge.
Ugh. But
You have mucus buildup. That's your life now. Enjoy.
God, stop giving me your strongest challenges.
it's
Yeah.
literally just a burp and a fart, bro. Chill. But oh fuck, what were we talking about?
Dark
I don't
side
know,
Phil.
man. Gay shit. The dark side, Phil.
Fuck, there. God. Oh, okay. I remember now. All right. So when I before before COVID hit, before lockdowns happened, I was working at a bar, right? And it was just like a 2 to 3 day freaking gig. Show up, just get some money in my pocket, have like enough for like smokes, a beer, and some other stuff, throughout the week. But anyway, so on like the next to last day that I was there before I got like fired, I guess, or quit or whatever it was. Um, my 20-year high school reunion hit, and I
Ew.
was working the door I was working the door because they decided they were going to go to the bar that I was working at, and all of a sudden, my entire class fucking shows up there, and all I'm doing is just working the door. But like, you can't help but think that see, people know when you're all the way down, and the hugs that I got at the bar, like, were like a lot of pity hugs. Like, oh, poor guy, life didn't work out for him. He's working at the bar,
Oh,
and I'm like, dude, I just came back from San Antonio. I'm just, trying to get on my feet. There was just like a big failure in San Antonio. I had to come back, but they saw me while I'm at my lowest, and now like my whole fucking class fucking thinks that I'm like this. I'm stuck at the fucking bottom, and all of them are beautiful, shiny, happy people with their little lives and their little wives and their fucking children and their little businesses and their nice cars and all that. And here I am having to borrow my fucking mom's Tahoe to drive to work the next town over. And I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, I'm sorry I suck, but like if there is a God, I really do think that he's mocking me. And it's because shit like that happens to me. Like, dude, I'm just doing a gig, man. It's not that big a deal. I'm not at the bottom. Maybe that's copium. Maybe I really am at the bottom and I needed to recognize that at the time. But then COVID happened, and getting fucking, hood rich or whatever, thanks to COVID unemployment, which was the shit back then. Like, I can make life work on COVID unemployment checks, man. I don't know why we just don't have that. Like, after COVID, I totally think that that should be our universal basic income. Fucking fucking check. I think I should be getting like 1,500 every like two
yeah,
and a
Mo,
half
because you got to
weeks.
contribute to society and not just sit
Fuck
there and trade
society.
crypto.
Fuck society. Fuck society. Fuck society. I do enough, man. I pay my
What do you do?
stupid fucking taxes. Taxation is theft, by the way. I work my little job. I fucking shop at our little fucking shopping centers, thus providing the much needed grease for the gears of capitalism. Uh, every once in a while I won't be so cynical and black pilled, and I'll vote in one of our very expensive elected, popularity contests, our elections, and like I generally just keep my complaints to a dull roar. So, I contribute enough, quite frankly, to society.
Do you?
Yes.
I
Do
don't know
you
about that.
really? Do you really,
Well,
though?
I don't know. Well, I'm not going. Well, I was disqualified for the military, so military is out. Uh,
But that's not society.
like, let's be real here. Like, the only avenue for people like us is like the military, or corporate jobs, or hopefully you kiss ass in the right warehouse or plant or something, and you end up getting into a managerial position or something. But
You can go work corners.
I ain't working no corner. I ain't. Fuck that. I have too much pride.
It's good money.
Eh, yeah, but it leaves you with a sore asshole and throat, and I'm just not into that. Like, nah.
Yeah, the money's worth it though.
Eh, eh, eh.
You just get on prep, you know.
Oh my god, no. Get on one of those millions of fucking TV medications where they don't have the guts to say, "Hey, we're aiming this medication at the quote LGBTQ plus community." They don't have the guts to say that. It's just implied with all the couples that they have. It's like, dude, just say that. I don't think anyone's going to be offended, but it's kind of funny how like TV executives, they want to be woke as shit, but they still can't quite just say that, because they're still fucking going whenever they do that. Or maybe it's that, maybe it's nothing. I don't know, but uh, I'll get on a TV drug. Then a few
TV
years
remember when
later,
drug.
remember when we
then
used monkeypox to be homophobic for a little bit? That was fun.
I can fucking sue the company a few years later because it turns out like it mutates your DNA into crab people or something. I'll be a millionaire crab.
Turn the friggin' crabs gay.
Turn the freaking
Gay
crab
crabs!
gay.
They're turning the crabs gay!
Yeah, remember when that was the most ridiculous thing you'd ever heard on Alex Jones?
Yeah, and then Yay fucking showed up. Oof.
Yeah, and then you heard, yeah, I love Hitler.
Like, no, Yay, no. Like, oh man, this is like you know what? I have a theory, and like, if you guys don't
Yeah,
like it, you can send it right back, right?
sure.
I think that Yay's just losing his fucking mind. And
Like, yeah,
it
he's got
just
unmedicated bipolar disorder. Like, what the fuck?
yeah, and
Your
people are just
brain deteriorates slowly. Like it.
and I really think that people are just, I think our society knows that, because there's no fucking way someone rational, or at least on proper medication, would ever say this shit. And I think fucking Nick Fuentes and Milo Yiannopoulos, until he was fired apparently, I think they're really just like, maybe they're just trying to get close to a celebrity or something, because like Ye's like more than a well known, he's like Kardashian level fucking known. And I don't think that he'll ever fall from that pedestal. Like I think, because like, if you really hear about how many impressions he's gotten on social media and how many downloads he's gotten on his records and shit on social media, the shit has gone way up. So yeah, he's losing his endorsement deals and access to PayPal, but I
How
think
do you
he's
guys feel about his Twitter ban?
uh I mean, it's to be expected. The idiot fucking posted a Jewish Star of
Sure,
David
but I
with a
thought like
swastika
you
in the
guys were
middle of
all
it.
like, yeah, free speech, Twitter.
I'm not
Yeah,
okay
free
with
speech
promoting.
Twitter.
I'm not okay with
It's fucked
promoting a
up.
fucking swastika, though.
Yeah, but that's free speech, right?
I don't think it's free speech to promote like an ideology that's killed like millions and millions of people, and then put into concentration camps millions more, and start World War II and all that. Like I feel the same way about. I wish that communism was pursued the way that we pursue like stuff like this.
That
You
doesn't
know.
sound like free speech to me.
Well, I don't think that an ideology that has killed more than
And
like
in
five
fact,
people.
Musk, I think, what did Elon say? It was inciting violence
Yeah,
was the reason for the ban. But he didn't really
yeah.
incite violence. The people that are inciting violence are still on the website right now, still constantly inciting violence.
Well, apparently a lot of people are also still getting banned, so I don't know if it's working.
Well, no,
I can't
he's a
see that.
reply guy to all the guys that are inciting violence. So
Well, who's he replying to? Because like I don't like, because I guess I'm out of the loop on this. But who's he replying to?
all the fucking alt-righters.
Well, like fucking Sargon of Akkad or something.
It's just a lot of tweets like, yeah, fuck trans people, kill them, and then Elon like, haha emoji, fire, okay symbol.
Fire
Oh
emoji,
shit!
fire emoji.
God damn!
I mean, I'm paraphrasing, of course. I'm not.
Hey
I'm being
guys, you wanna
being
know something
hyperbolic.
sad about the MoCast?
What?
You wanna know something sad about this show, the MoCast?
What?
So,
Yeah, I'm gonna die.
hey guys, well, that's pretty sad. But hey guys, so Spotify Wrapped came out, if you'll recall, and they also have a version of that for podcasters, which is directly feeded through Anchor.
Let's go.
And most of my podcasts had one. Some of them were more pathetic than others, but the MoCast didn't even get one. That's how little engagement we get on audio platforms.
Hey, we're
They didn't
getting
even
there.
bother making one for
Eh,
us.
Don't care. That's fine.
Like
Like,
I
you
was,
know, like these are
I
good to put. These are good to put on there just for like engagement later on. But
true.
really, we're YouTube bound, and I'm kind of fine with that.
True. It was funny because I was going through, while you guys were talking, I had to go upload a podcast, but then I got distracted, because Pokemon Variety Hour had its Wrapped, and it's actually pretty cool. Like, apparently we had a lot of growth this year, and that's dope. Variety Hour is probably one of my most popular shows, and I kind of like that because I'm a Pokemon guy, pretty much first and foremost. So the fact that my Pokemon show is the one that actually performs, kind of makes me happy a little bit. But I was like, hey, let me go look at the MoCast one, and then we can go through it on the podcast for content. And then we didn't even have one.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. Someday we'll have a Spotify Wrapped. Maybe not 2023, but I think by 2024 we'll get it.
Well,
One of these
folks, look up
days.
the MoCast on fucking Spotify then. On
Yeah, if you're
Spotify.
listening on YouTube, hey, if you want a convenient audio podcast you can listen to in like your car or whatever, and you don't have YouTube Premium to have it in the background, fucking Spotify, it's there. Go download it. It's probably on some other shit too. What is it on? I'm not logging back in to check actually, but it's on a couple other things too. It's definitely on Spotify. Check it out.
Hell yeah. Well, I've said pretty much everything I've had to say. Do any of you guys have anything you want to talk about before we wrap up?
I think we're good.
No, we're good.
Cool. I think we've thoroughly lit out our high school sadness, definitely, and like our rejection. And that was fun. That wasn't. I didn't expect to ever talk about like what's her name in shop class like ever again. I actually thought about it earlier today, and it's kind of funny. I'm actually in the position where I can talk about that, so that's fun. I love those old fucking memories that just open up out of fucking nowhere for absolutely no reason. And you're like, hey, remember that one time you were 15 and you and your mom got into that huge fight and you both left crying? And like, I don't even remember what that was about, but I remember that happened and being like emotionally devastated and hating my mom for like a month after that. Huh? Why
Oof.
did we do that? And like, what were we arguing about? I don't remember. It was when I was 14. It could be anything. So yeah. All right, gamers.
Oh,
Riely.
he said my thing. He said my
Oh
thing,
fuck,
guys.
that is from your that is your thing, huh?
You're allowed to say it. You can have it. I'm just glad it's catching on.
Oh, okay. All right, gamers. Riely, where can they find you at?
You can find me in a few places, but the main place I really care about, well, there's two. Before Robin speaks up, there's two main projects that I'd like people to check out. One of them is the Issue Crew, which Mo Diggity's on as well. Me and six of my closest internet friends each week, various combinations of us. We talk about a topic. It's pretty cool. We recently got a new member. I'm not sure if Mo's been following the group chat enough to know that that's the case, but it is.
Yeah.
Uh,
I know Heartsy.
Hartsley.
Heartsy?
It's
What the
Hartsley.
fuck's Oh, Heartsy.
Hartsley.
All right. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, and I know that Ian is not making people happy. If
What
you
the- First of all, don't dead name her. Oh my god.
Ian,
And
fuck
second,
Ida, god damn it. Or okay, all right.
Okay.
You know
Okay,
what? Like,
first of all, you don't have to know this because she hasn't said it. She only said it once, and I'm sure you missed it. But she does go by Kathy now, but that's fine. You don't have to say Kathy, but you
see,
did. You didn't
yeah.
say Ida. You said her dead name.
Well, I'm fucking sorry because like the new name
Again,
has
second week
fucking
in a
E.
row.
Well, no, it's not my fucking fault, man. The fucking new name
Whose
has an
fault is it?
E. Well, there shouldn't be an There's an
Well,
I in both names.
Her name is Kathy now, so you
And
don't have to
now it's
worry
fucking
about that.
Kathy.
Just call
So
her
now I'm
Kathy.
gonna. And then I always get yelled at when I call her fucking Kathy. No, it's
No,
like
no, no.
it's
It used
Ida.
to be it used to be just her Discord name, but now she just wants to go by it in general. She likes it better, so she's Kathy now.
Okay. See, I'm so bad with names too. So it's all right. It's
I
just
know it's hard to learn new names. It's true, but
well,
I'm
like when they
trying.
change a
Kathy.
bunch, like when they change a bunch, like all right, blah blah blah. Sorry, Ida, my bad. Okay,
Don't you mean Kathy?
shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up right now. Okay, Robin, where can they find you at?
Wait, I wasn't done plugging.
Oh God, you're still fucking plugging. Jesus Christ!
I
All
only
right, go
said
ahead.
one sentence and then we got on a side tangent. But yeah, you can check that out at anchor.fm/issue crew. That'll have links to the Spotify and the Apple Podcast page, which you can also find through the search bar, obviously, on those platforms. Or you can check it out on YouTube at youtube.com/@theissuecrew. It's pretty good. And then the other show is Detour Ahead, which is a weekly podcast done by me and my friend Kolo Chu. We come in, we have a topic. Usually we just talk about other shit instead. It's a good show. I really like it. It gets like no listens. So like please, if you made it this far in the MoCast, I feel like you'll probably like Detour Ahead. Let's check it out. Anchor.fm/Detour Ahead. It's on Spotify, it's on Apple Podcasts. Cool. So it's pretty good. And that's it.
Okay. All right. Sorry for stepping on your shit. My bad.
It's okay.
Robin, where can they find you if in fact you want to be found?
That's a good point. Yeah, you can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/RobinViolet.
Nice. Didn't you unprivate your Twitter?
I did, but like, I don't know. It's not gonna be around long, I don't think.
Fair.
It exists. It's there. Don't use Twitter, it sucks.
And y'all can find me at TikTok/Moside Gaming. I got a Linktree link with all my socials in there. I'm not going to hawk this Twitter that I have right now until I find out if I'm getting my shit unbanned or not.
Everybody
And
follow
I
at
am
NT for the Hut. Great account. Everybody's favorite Mo Diggity account. It's my favorite.
I just want to shit post all day, every day.
The shit post.
Well, no, because like it's bad. I shouldn't be so angry, and it's because I'm on Twitter. If I weren't on Twitter, I wouldn't be so angry all the time, looking at people's stupid bullshit. But I'm like addicted. Like I'm almost enjoying my anger at this point. But I should be really.
That's why Demi Gloom deleted Twitter, because she was on it too much.
No, I think she followed me on her new account.
Oh, did
who has a name that I can't repeat on here?
No. She did that. She did that when she got banned for a week, and then shortly after that ban was done, she was like, "Yeah, I'm looking at Twitter too much. It's an addiction. I need to get off Twitter." And then she deleted Twitter. Her Twitter account is still up. She's just not logged into it anywhere, and she deleted the app.
Y'all can go to youtube.com/Moside or at Moside Gaming. Because they gave me the community tab open up, and I'm nearly to 100 followers. I'm getting there. It's slowly but surely getting engagement, and fucking people are talking to me, and I'm on the community tab on there. They allow me to post and do stupid, silly shit. So if you want to get a hold of me, you can go to the channel, fucking hit me up on the community tab, or comment on one of my videos, because that's fucking fun. And I got I got a link tree with all my shit on there too, so you can check that out. Or you just come to the Discord, link in the description of this show, yada, yada, yada. And yeah, Riely, you are putting the links for everything in the description, right?
Yes, there are links to all of our stuff.
All right. Okay, good.
I still haven't updated Robin's Twitch. I need to remember to do that this time.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. All right. Just making sure, because like I'll put my stuff or our stuff on there if we need to. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you listening, and see you next week. All right. Ta-ta.
Yeah, bye. See you later.
Never gonna give up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you.